Zananas were imagined as these spaces where, beautiful, indolent women languished under the despotic rule of their oriental masters or husbands. So this was a fairly popular kind of a stereotype. It evoked a lot of speculation and fantasizing amongst Western readers. So, Fanny Parks was the daughter of a colonial officer. She came to India also as the wife of a civil servant. And Fanny Parks' travel accounts acquired a certain kind of fame because she doesn't have the squeamishness or the fears and anxieties that a lot of her contemporaries had. She's also a bit of an eccentric. So, when Parks begins to travel, she is conscious of the fact that her Western readers would want to hear about these zananas, what goes on in these zananas, etc. That stereotype of drudgery filled or oppressed women of the zanana, that stereotype gets a bit of a knock when she visits the royal zananas of Avadh. She's very uncomfortable with what she finds there, in the sense that the royal zananas of Avadh had housed for many decades very politically powerful women. As wives and mothers of Nawabs, they were educated, they were well grounded in Shiite religious practices, they had enormous property. A number of them, like Badshah Begum, Hazrat Mahal, they were Noch girls who had entered the Nawab's harem and then had risen to become the Begum. Despite their oppressive circumstances, they had achieved this through their ingenuity, through their enterprise. And when she is confronted with this evidence of Begums who are not oppressed and neglected but are politically empowered, active, Parks then represents their agency as somehow signifying improper female agency. She insists on seeing them or representing them as power seeking, as manipulative, and that it's because there are these women, who are so unnatural in their behavior, that they become symbols of that chaos within Awadh, which justifies or rationalizes British interference.